Welcome to You've Been Bullied. I'm Lakeem Gibbs, your host, and right beside me is Darius. He's a former person who's been bullied. Sadly to say, he's been bullied. It was the fifth grade, correct?
Oh, it was fifth grade.
It was the fifth grade.
It was the fifth grade.
What happened exactly? Can you recap on that day?
You know,
Can you take us back?
I had a really good year up to that day in the fifth grade. You know, we were playing recess.
Was it towards the year or in the middle of the year?
Oh, it was actually towards like the end of the year.
Oh, okay, good.
You know,
good,
everything
good.
is like, you got
right. You about to spring break, about to go on, see some girls, take your shirt off, come down for the pool. Right.
In fifth grade, my little 10-year-old eyes would be like, ooh, okay.
Right.
So we're at recess, right? And you know, recess is supposed to be a fun time. Everybody's relaxing, enjoying yourself. You get 15 minutes of free time.
Right.
You know, run outside, do what you want, yada yada yada. But we decided to play basketball. You know, basketball.
With the homies, right?
With the homies, exactly. Everybody's friends. Everybody's cool, and we all having a good time. So let me give you a little bit of background. I was in fifth grade. I was a little fat boy. I was like maybe I say about 4'10".
4'10".
4'10". I was short.
4'10"?
I was short in the fifth grade.
4'10" in height or 4'10" in weight?
In height.
Oh, okay. So what?
my
410
goodness.
pounds? Whoa.
No, okay, 4'10" in weight, that would have been a problem.
Yeah.
I was 4'10" in height. I was maybe about maybe like 150 pounds. So I was a little circle. I was probably more circle than the basketball
50 pounds,
was.
maybe. Yeah,
It was crazy. But you know what? See, I wasn't about to let that stop me. So,
Right.
you know, you get that little fat boy, you be like, oh no, you're gonna be the sub for today.
I was like, nah.
Just
Today
sit
you
on
was like, I'm
sideline.
getting in the game.
Yeah, I'm getting in the game day. So the second somebody got hurt, I got in the game. So you know what? I was like, you know, I was huffing and puffing, running up and down up and down the court. So I was like, man, this is some tiring work. So I just started launching threes all day. You know, something
Right. So you busting eyes, right?
Busting threes. It was crazy. They were like, oh my goodness, it's Ray Allen on like Dunkin' Donuts or something like that.
What?
But,
KKK?
I was like,
KKK. It was the Krispy Kreme donuts.
Krispy Kreme donuts.
Krispy Kreme. Right on that. Right.
Yeah, but so I was just launching threes all day. I was making a lot of them. I was being really
Right.
successful.
Girls in the back hollering.
Exactly. Like, yeah, Darius. All right. So then, you know, it got all the other guys on the court jealous. You know,
haters.
They see somebody like 3 times their size over here just shooting everything and making it and making themselves look good in front of all these little fifth grade girls.
Right.
So
Right. You had them.
they're
geeking.
like, yeah. So I go to inbound to basketball, and this is where it all just basically went downhill for myself. I should have known it was coming. So let's see. I inbounded the basketball, and the guy kind of like puts his hand up in my face, not like to defend me, but like I'm like, y'all can't stop me. So he's like, whatever, puts his hand up in my face. So I'm like, come on, man, just get your hand out my face. Like it was kind of menacing in a way. So I kind of like gently like put his hand. I was like, come on, man. I ain't even really touch him. It's like, let's go.
Right.
Dude turned around. He's like, all right. I didn't even see it coming. Socked me across the face.
Oh man.
I dropped. All 150 of me dropped like a rock.
He snuck one on you.
He snuck one on me when I wasn't even looking. So he caught me, had my glasses and everything. My glasses flew like all the way to the other side.
You wearing glasses all your life?
Yeah. So my glasses flew all the way to the other side of the court.
They break.
I was down on the ground. All the girls that were yelling my name were actually yelling my name like, oh my gosh, Darius, Darius, are you all right? Are you all right? So I'm down on the ground like, what just happened? So it was crazy. You know, in fifth grade, you're like, I don't expect to be punched out any day by another fifth grader.
Right, you expect to be knocked out.
I know you might roughhouse, but I don't expect to get knocked out.
UFC. Right.
Yeah. So let's see. They take me to the nurse's office because I got a big old black eye.
Wait, hold on. Before we get more into leave the scene of the crime, what happened? Did you start crying?
Huh?
Did you boo-boo?
I tried not to.
Right.
I'm gonna admit, I tried not to. I may have shed a tear or two, but like I tried.
Man tear, right?
Yeah.
Man tear.
I'm like, I can't cry in front of all these girls, man. You know, I mean, I just got knocked out, but I can't cry like that.
Right.
I was like,
when you say knocked out, were you like sleeping right now, or are you talking about? Was it nap time? Was it disease?
It was nap time. It was nap time, like nap time. After snack nap time.
After snack nap time.
Like
get the itis.
I'm out nap time.
So
they take me into the nurse's office and they try and get me all patched up. And we come in from recess. Everybody else comes in from recess because at that point recess over before another fight breaks out.
True.
So I just ended recess for everybody else.
True.
So me going to the nurse's office, I'm not trying to get any Band-Aids, come back looking like I got hurt or nothing.
Right.
So everybody sees I got a black eye, and
Oh, he got the eye real good, didn't he?
yeah.
Oh, man.
And so one of the guy who punched me, one of his friends, he's like, oh, okay, so now's the time when I come back in the room, that he decides to throw like an empty water ball at me. So he throws it like halfway across the classroom. It hits me, and at this point I'm fed up. So I pick up the water ball.
Right.
I throw it back. I'm like, don't throw that at me.
Mm-hmm.
Dude gets up while I'm not looking, comes over towards me. Second I turn around, he's standing right here in my face, and sucker punches me in the gut. So I'm over here doubled over like,
Right.
I just got beat up on the blacktop.
And in the classroom.
And in the classroom. I'm like, this day can't get any worse for me. This is the worst day of my life, my fifth grade
Could get
life.
worse if a girl beat you up, but we ain't going there.
Nah, we weren't gonna let that happen.
Nah, that's the last straw.
I would never live that one
That's
down.
the last
I
straw.
probably wouldn't be up here telling the story if a girl beat me up. Nah.
Please tell this heart-wrenching story.
So, basically, I took 2 shots that day, both of them unexpected.
Right.
And so
Dirty.
they thought that they had me like that, but it ends up that I'm here now.
Right. You still alive.
All those other guys that beat me up, I actually happened to not keep in touch with them, but hear from some of my other friends.
Right.
They've been locked up here and there. So I guess their bullying ways haven't really stopped. But I actually I can't say I really learned from that experience because it never happened again.
Right.
So everybody else learned from it. They're like, don't mess with Darius.
Right.
Like,
He had his last straw. Right.
Just because I was fed up, I was done.
Right. So let's walk through your mental process during that whole time period. After being punched in the eye and then getting up and realizing what happened and being told what happened, how do you feel about bullying when experience it firsthand?
Well, I think there's different levels to bullying. You know, you got the physical bullying,
Got the mental.
and then you got the psychological, mental bullying. Like somebody may try to belittle you, and I know my mom and everybody else's mamas may saying, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you.
But words affect.
Yeah, they do affect.
They affect.
It's little kids out here that'll take the littlest things and just turn it into something that will just degrade them and
blow it up,
break them down. You know.
See, parents don't seem to understand. I mean, it's the signs are all around you.
Right.
You know, from being influenced to wear certain clothes, being influenced to listen to certain music, being influenced to saying certain things.
Yeah.
Words are powerful.
They are.
The mental is more powerful. I think bullying, the worst kind of bullying is mental bullying. Physical, yeah, it's a bruise. You get over that. It makes you stronger, makes you tougher. But
Right.
if you get over mental bullying, I think you become a stronger person.
Yeah.
In your situation, it was all physical, but you also had a part of mental. You went through the traumatizing, people talking bad about you because you lost a fight twice. I'm sorry to say it, twice. Yeah. That's an L you took 2 L's. 2 L's, not good, brothers, not good at all. After the fact, the very next day or the week or however long it took you to recuperate, I can't say the word right, to repair yourself. What kind of message did you send to them? Did you send any message to anyone that might be a harm to you?
To the bullies?
Yes.
At that point, I wasn't one of those retaliation type of people, like retaliate in a big way, like don't mess with me. I was one of those people that was like, you look at me a different way.
Right.
And
getting a New York stare. Okay, yeah,
and you know. Have problems.
Right,
Yeah, even in the 5th grade, I had that. So, but I didn't really send a physical message, more of a mental message, like, you gonna beat me up? You're gonna have to really bring something with it, try to beat me up again. Because you caught me off guard twice. You didn't come confront me in my face while I'm looking at you doing something. But I can't really say I sent that real message, but they got it. Just know they got it.
I mean, but now look at you now. You could be a football player. You're no longer 4'10".
Yeah.
You about what, 5'9", 5'11".
6
Big
foot.
dude. 6'11".
6 foot.
6 foot.
5'11",
Excuse me.
6 foot.
6 foot.
You got to get that right.
You gotta get that right.
You
My
know
bad,
that extra
brother.
2 inches might.
Hey. I ain't make it there yet. I was just there. I didn't make it. For me, bullying, I had a big problem with the mental. A lot of younger students, younger kids, they get caught up in the hype of having the right type of clothes, having, the good looks, the good hair. This is how society paints an image of you. This is how you should look. And some kids, a lot of times actually, kids will think they're above or at a certain level. Like there's the lower class, the mid class, the high class. The high class is the popular kids that looks down on the little class and laugh at them because they have the nice clothes, the good hair, something that makes them stand out, that the world wants to try to idolize, try to be like. And I think a lot of younger kids get caught up in that hype and don't realize that everyone's equal.
Right.
No matter how good you look, no matter how well you dress, if you ain't got it up here mentally, then you can be a bum on the street the very next day.
Exactly.
And I think it starts from the parent. What you teach your kid, because we all learn from example at certain points in life.
Right.
And what you teach your kid is going to be installed in them for the rest of their life. And you should start very early telling that everyone's equal.
Train them
Don't
up.
matter the clothes, don't matter the shoes, no matter how well you look, you always be humble.
Exactly.
Do you agree?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it does start at home. You gotta train up your kids. Treat them right. Or tell them treat other people right. That way, they can get that same kind of respect. Let them know when they walk out this house that you represent that house.
Right.
So you don't want to be putting your name out there and trying to degrade it in any other way or try to degrade other people, because then they'll look at you and say, oh, well, maybe his mother went this way, maybe his father did this and that when he was little.
You are an example of your environment, the people you come from. You're a product of your parents, to be honest.
Right.
And I think let's say, for example, let's paint a picture. A mother who never really had anything, who worked hard, came up, got a big house, and then wants to give her kid everything in the world. The things she didn't have, the nice clothes, the fancy car. She didn't want her kid to be picked upon. So she did everything that society wanted her to do. I don't think it's a conspiracy, but that's a whole other conversation by itself, if you think about it. But she buys all these things just to make her kid life that much easier, because she understood that, going to school and not having the right type of clothes, kids pick on them.
She went through that.
Right, she went through that. So I think a lot of parents get caught up in buying all these clothes and buying all these things, and they don't really realize that you're setting a seed, implanting a seed that's going to be evil to others. Because then that seed starts to think, and starts to realize, whoa, society thinks I'm good, I'm the best thing going. Right. So I can laugh at you because you don't have.
And that's the worst thing I think about it. You got entitled. There's the sense of entitlement is probably the one worst thing that you can ever have. You always got to work for something. You can't always feel entitled to anything, whatever you want.
And I think a lot of people get lost. If you constantly are giving, and never work for anything, then you will never understand the value of a dollar, the value of yourself, the value of others around you. We're all equal.
Exactly.
We're all equal. I know growing up for me, I'm glad. Actually, I look back on the days, and I'm glad that I started from poverty and then moved my way up to middle class. And I'm on my way up to the top.
I hear you.
I'm on the way up to the top. But throughout this whole process, I've learned, I've cried, I went through the steps of not having, then taking away again. So when I get to the top, I'm not going back down, but I'm also going to be humble and teach my kids bullying is not the way.
Exactly.
I am not different from this person and that person.
I mean, I feel the same way. I mean, I may not have came from poverty, but I know that my parents, they may have had some things, but when they were raising me, my sister, and my brother, they made sure that we knew that, okay, you have these things, but this is not what your worth is.
Right.
You're not worth your valued materials.
Right.
Materials are material things. You can have these, but you got to work for everything that you want.
Right.
This is what we have provided for you. You got to work for what you want, what you need, what you want in your future, and for your future life and your if you want to be successful. So
I totally agree with that, 100%. Yeah. It's a pleasure, Darius. I want to thank you. It's a pleasure for you opening it up to us and giving us this touching story. It was fun. I'm Eugene Gibbs. This has been Darius. You've been watching. You've been bullied. See you next time. It's a departure.